All right, this is Shelly. Let's talk about Cutwork. I'm just using the creator level of the BERNINA version 9 software today. And there was a question that came to me about a purchased Cutwork file. And so I'm going to insert a design from OESD. It's called Christmas Magic in the Air, one of my favorite collections. And I'm going to come down and get this tree. I know this tree has the Cutwork with it. So I'm going to open this. And I'll push 0 on the keyboard. And here is this pretty tree. And this design comes, I'm going to open a new blank design and go to Insert. And this one, when I bought it, it had Cutwork files that go with it. So this design is BC 01635. And so here I can see that this is a BC 01635 Cutwork A01, Cutwork A02, Cutwork A03, A04. And so all of the Cutwork that would go onto that BC 1635 is here. Okay, so I'm just going to open one of those, and it will tell me that it is not a grade A art, and it's not. Once they're Cutwork, then they are no longer grade A, but they're ready to go. Let me make sure my color film is open. So it's over here on the side, and I'll lock that open with the little push pen. And so there it is. So it's going to have a placement line. Let me scroll up. The first thing will be this blue placement line on your stabilizer. And then that'll show you where to lay the fabric down. And so then this red line will stitch that fabric so that it's held tight. And then these are the cut marks. So you can see them over here. Now at your machine, it would say cut 1, cut 2, cut 3, cut 4. Right here, because of the way this design was saved, it doesn't say that right here. But these are going to be cut lines. And when that goes to your machine, then the Cutwork tool will cut those. Let's come up to the machine up here and send this over to my 990 is turned on. So I'll just tell it I want it to stitch over there. And it has been sent. So you can see on the stitch out screen where each of these colors are referred to as the cut 1, cut 2, cut 3, cut 4. And so it will cut correctly. So anytime you have a purchase design with a Cutwork file in it, all you do is send it to the machine. And in fact, you need to be very specific to not alter that file. If you needed it altered, you would have to create a new one. So you don't want to rotate or resize that design at all. So this should be the exact size that you need. You might do some checking, but they made these off of that applique design. That would be the way that would work if you have a file. And then you can make your own Cutwork, and that's easy to learn how to do also. But this is answering the question, what to do if you purchase a design and it has Cutwork files in it. How do you handle those? You just put them on a USB stick. You don't have to open those in your software at all. You just copy those to your USB stick or send it directly to your machine and just use them. So that's all you have to do. Since we're here, let's look at how we would get a cut file from a design if it wasn't already created. So I'm in that same collection, Christmas Magic in the Air, And I'm going to come down and find that same tree. And it's meant to be appliqué. I'll change the hoop size by right-clicking and going into a maxi hoop. And so this design has got the cut placement lines. So I'm going to right-click and ungroup just to make this easier. So here is a placement line. It looks like it's this one. Let me right-click and hide others. Yep. And so that would be where you would put the fabric down, trim around it, and then stitch. But instead, let me unhide everything. I'm going to just select that line, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to make a new blank design, and I'll paste that line. And I'm coming into the Cutwork tool box. If you're in Designer Plus, it says Cutwork and Stumpwork, but if you're in Creator, it just says Cutwork. And I'm going to select Convert to Cutwork Border, because that's the exact size that I want that. And it instantly did. But I want the details of that Cutwork border differently. I don't need that stitch. Let me push 0 on the keyboard. I don't need this satin stitch. So you take care of that by coming to the top, and right here is the Cutwork border docker. So I'm going to click and open that docker right here. And while this is selected, I can change the type. And I don't want a piecework. I just want a cut. I just want to cut out applique. So right here, I don't need a hole or a piece. I want just cut. And what I want to keep is the inside. So I've got it selected for an outer stabilizing run. So on my stabilizer, I would put down a piece of fabric, and I would hold it down with this outer stabilizing run, and then I would come in, and because I chose Use Cutwork tool, it would make the cuts then to cut that out. And that fabric probably would have a fusible web already on the back of it. And so I can make all of my Cutwork applique, and I would cut that out, and then when it came time in the design to place that fabric patch. In fact, it's really fun to use the OESD Fusion Fix, and you just peel the back off and it's repositionable like a sticky patch. So I would stitch this line, put that patch down, and then stitch around that border and head on down the road. And I could do that with each of these. So this one I could copy, new design, and paste. And once again, I could just say convert to Cutwork border. And on the border type, while those are selected, I could drop down. Let's make sure they are selected. I probably have to select them one and then the other. So there I've got the lower one, and change it to a cut. And then we'll go to the top one and change that to a cut. And I could combine these as long as I didn't resize or rotate. So I could come over here and I could grab this one and I could say Control X and cut it, and come over here, Control V and paste it. And as long as I didn't rotate it or resize it, it would work just fine. Now, if you're going to do this, you do want to right-click on your hoop and make sure that you're using foot 44C. And that makes this perimeter farther from the hoop itself, so that wider foot wouldn't run into that hoop. So you could fill this up with as many as you wanted. you'd want to kind of position like colors together, or just do them individually in their own small hoop, put them wherever they might fit. So that's how you would create your own if you're doing it from an applique design that does not have that ready to go. And then you would just send this to your machine. Just send the machine. Now, if you're in Designer Plus, you can select all of these and arrange it so that all the stitching, all the cut ones, all the cut twos, cut threes, cut fours are together. And so in this one, it's going to stitch and then cut 1, cut 2, cut 3, cut 4. You could break those apart and move them yourself so that they were all doing their cuts at the same time. But that's the sort of stuff we learn in my foundations courses. Go to sewshelly.com and look at the foundations. There's foundations, foundations 2, foundations 3, and we learn all sorts of software stuff over there. Okay, bye for now.